Welcome to the powerlifting arena at the heart of the Euro Muscle Show in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. This is our second session of the day. We have junior classic powerlifting for the men's side right now. We had the women's classic bench press this morning. And this is going to be the men's classic powerlifting. The entire competition is junior lifters, some sub-juniors as well, but everyone's lifting together. So athletes from age 14 all the way up to 23. Quite a few lifters on the men's classic powerlifting. So we're going to run as 2 flights. All of the first flight will do their squats 1, 2, and 3. And then the second flight will come out. We are already underway with Louis Peretti of France, opening his squat with 187.5. Weighed in today at 58.7, so he is in the 66 kilo class. Oh, excuse me, the 59 kilo class. But this competition is going to be scored on GL points rather than in weight classes. And Peretti is on the board. Another French lifter out next. You can see him waiting in the wings. It's Kevin Bataille, France, for 190.
Bars loaded. 190 kilos, Bataille, France. Allez, monsieur, allez.
He's opening with 190 kilos. This is his first international competition. And that looked nice and easy.
Those lights, 3 white lights and a good lift. Next weight on the bar, 222.5 kilos. The notes, Rus of Slovenia. Jabot, Machete, get ready.
Next out, it's Nate Rus, Slovenia, for 222.5.
Bars loaded, 222.5 kilos.
I haven't seen him on the international platform for a while, since he was a sub-junior back at the 2019 Euros. Great to see him again.
Jabot, Machete, get ready.
$222.5 on the bar. Lots more in the tank there.
That's 3 white lights. 3 white lights for Rus. Next weight on the bar is 225 for Tom Zabot of Belgium. Machete, Magneta, get ready.
Hit step nicely in a nice smooth descent.
Bars loaded. 225 kilos for Zabot, Belgium.
Here's Tom Zabot, Belgium, for 225. First time on the international platform. But he's been competing for a while nationally. Now, that has been rejected for lack of depth. You can see the little red marks below the red lights. Each of the 3 referees gets to vote yes or no, whether it's a good lift or a bad lift, and the little colour codes say what type of fail it is, and that was not quite deep enough.
Bars loaded, 227.5 kilos, Machete, España, Spain.
Here's Javier Marias Machete, Spain, for 227.5. A little bit scrappy, but a good lift nonetheless. Got a depth call from the centre ref.
But a good lift, 250 on the bar. Brian Magbita of Belgium, Pearson. Mavriotis, get ready. So that is Olympias Mavriotis, by the way. Let's have it right.
Next out, we have another Belgian lifter, Brian Magbeta. He was the bronze medalist last year in the sub-junior category at the Europeans. $250 on the bar.
Three white lights. Good lift, good lift. For Magbeta. 260 on the bar for Josh Pearson.
Great to see all these young lifters at getting their openers on the board. Josh Pearson next, from the UK.
260 kilos, Josh Pearson, Great Britain.
Looking for 260 to open his account. Nice and deep, nice and easy.
Three white lights, good lift for Josh Pearson. 260 on the bar now for Emmanuel Olympios Mavriotis, Great Britain. He's failed there, Elder Susan, get ready.
And we have Emmanuel Olympios Mavriotis out next, lifting for the UK. .20 years old. He has a while left in the juniors. Opening with 260 kilos.
Great Britain. Last 4 lifts in round 1.
Gathering quite a crowd here at the Euro Muscle Show. That was lovely.
And that is. Still waiting for the lights. Next we do thumbs up. Not sure what's happened to the lights. Thumbs up. Yes, that's 3 white lights, or at least 3 thumbs up and a good lift. A good lift. 265 on the bar now. The Denzel Gisberta of Netherlands. Elga season. Schulilo, get ready. Bars loaded, 265 kilos, Gisberta, Netherlands.
Denzel Gisberta, Netherlands now, for 265. Getting to the end of the opening round in the first flight.
That's good. I don't think we have the lights running, so can we do thumbs up, thumbs down, please? Thumbs up, thumbs up. 3 white lights, or at least 3 thumbs
3 white
up.
lights.
Good win. 265 on the bar.
A bit of technical difficulties with the ref's lights just now.
Pelletti, get ready. Last 2 lifts in round 2, and the bar is loaded. 265 kilos. Rick Elgerhuizen.
Rick Elgerhuizen, Netherlands now for 265. All these openers moving like openers should.
Okay, thumbs up. Yeah, 3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift. Elgerhuizen. Last lift in round 1. 270
3 white lights, a good lift for Rick.
Poland, Pelletti, Batai, get ready.
And here's Kasper Kurilo, Poland for 270. Biggest opener in flight 1.
Bar loaded. 270 kilos. Kasper Kurilo, Poland.
Been coached today by Agata Shitko, who's only been a few moments off the platform herself. She won the bench press section of the competition this morning, and she's straight into duty as a coach. Three white lights, he's on the board. We only have one lifter that didn't make their opener. So we go straight through to round 2 now. We currently have Gisberta in the lead, ahead of Cirillo, ahead of Mavriotis. So we're not using weight classes at this competition. We are running it entirely on GL points. So the biggest weight lifted may not be the winning lift, because it's kind of like a complicated power to weight ratio. To compare lifters from different weight classes. This is Louis Peretti for his second lift. He's gone up 7.5 to 195. And that's a tough one.
3 white lights and a good lift for Peretti. 200 on the bar. Kemal Bataille of France. Jabot, Machete, get ready.
Kemal Bataille, France. Now for 200 kilos. That's a 10 kilo jump from his opener. Clock's ticking. He's going to need to get under that bar pretty quickly now. Got 15 seconds left. He only needs to get the start command in that time. He doesn't have to complete the lift. Depth call from the centre ref, but these sides were happy.
Get ready.
Now here's Tom Zabot. He missed 225 on his opener. He's gone up to 230. Now he missed on depth. The strength wasn't an issue, but he has to sink that squat a little bit deeper. Parallel isn't enough. You have to break through parallel. The top surface of the leg at the hips needs to be below the top surface of the knee. Now that depth looked much better this time. Oh, it's a bit risky to go up once you've missed your lift, but it paid off for him this time.
Get ready. Bars loaded. Machete, France. 232.5 kilos. Spain, you're entirely correct.
And it's Javier Morias Machete now from Spain for 232.5. Taking quite a conservative 5 kilo jump. Won't concern ourselves too much with the rankings till we get through to the second flight. Good lift, but it looks like he's getting towards his top end now.
Next up with 235 kilos, athlete from Slovenia, followed by
And here's Nate Rus, Slovenia. Got up 12.5 kilos. This is 235. Nice and easy. That was a great looking second. He's got a little bit of room to move up on his third attempt. Next out is Brian Magbeta, Belgium, for 265. Windmill just a little bit, but didn't have too much trouble getting back to the top.
272.5 about now for Manuel Olympios Mavriotis of Great Britain.
Just twisted a little bit as he came up. And here's Emmanuel Olympios Mavriotis, GB. 272.5 on the bar.
2 to 1.
272.5, moving almost as easily as a 260. Moves into the top of the table for the moment in the first flight.
Pearson, Gisbelter, Shulilo, get ready.
But here comes Rick Elhershuizen, Netherlands, who's taken a 10 kilo jump up to 275 to move back into the lead. Well, the strength's certainly there. 3 white lights.
3 white lights and a good lift, a good lift.
And that actually moved him up to 3rd place rather than the lead.
Shulilo, get ready.
And we have Josh Pearson, GB, out next. He's got up 20 kilos to 280, but the 260 certainly moved very easily.
Pearson, Great Britain.
Oh wow, lovely indeed. And clearly got at least another 10 in the tank.
Good lift, Josh Pearson. 280 on the bar, percent on Gisbelter. Netherlands, Shulilo, Peretti, get ready.
Really nice squatting from Josh.
Bar loaded, 280 kilos, Gisbelter, Netherlands.
Denzel Gisbelter, Netherlands now for the same weight, 280. He's in the 93 kilo class, whereas Josh was just up into the supers today. Not a weight class competition, so nobody's bothered cutting into their weight class, unless they're specifically going for records. Another good lift there for Rick.
Poland, Peretti, Batai, get ready.
And here we have the final lift in the second round. It's Kasper Cyrillo, Poland. 290 on the bar.
Poland. Last lift in round 2, we begin round 3 with Peretti, Batai, and Peschetti.
With a great lift there from Kasper.
3 white lights, good lift, good lift. Next weight on the bar is we move to round 3 in 200 kilos for Louis Peretti of France. He'll be followed by Batai and Peschetti. 8 attempts remain to change openers for the second flight, 8 attempts only.
Third round now for the first flight of squat, and it's Louis Peretti, France. 200 kilos on the bar. Now his second at 195 looked to be some work. So let's see how he gets on with 5 kilos more. Yeah, it was a brave effort, but just a little bit too heavy today.
That is no lift. Well caught, loaders. Well caught. I told you they were good. Unfortunately, no lift for the Ciaperetti on this occasion. 0.5 on the bar. Kevin Bataille of France. Machete, Jabot, get ready.
He made a good job of that. He didn't push him out of position, but unfortunately, it was a little bit too much for him to stand up.
Bars loaded.
Kevin Bataille, France, now for 205.
Well caught, loaders. Well caught.
Just overextended a tiny bit for his third.
235 on the bar now.
Leaves him with the best of 200.
Machete of Spain, not anywhere else. Jabot, Rus, get ready.
Javier Morias Machete now for 235. He's only gone up the minimum increment of 2.5.
Bars loaded, 235 kilos, Javier Machete of
So we're expecting this to be close to the limit.
Two to one, a good lift for Machete. Jabot up next with
2 to 1 is good enough. 2 white lights, a good lift.
Jabot of Belgium, Rus, Magbeta, get ready.
No, unfortunately, has been overruled. That was no lift. Lack of depth, unfortunately.
Machete, 240, the top Jabot of Belgium. Bar is loaded.
Here's Tom Sebo, missed his opener, went up to 5 kilos and nailed it. This is another 10, 240 on the bar. Three white lights and a good lift. I think he's pleased with that.
242.5 on the bar now. And that's Rus of Slovenia. Peter, Olympios Mavropanos, get ready. Bar loaded, bar is loaded.
Nate Rus now from Slovenia for 242.5. Took a 12.5 kilo jump to his second. This is another 7.5.
2 to 1, a good lift.
2 to 1, a good lift. So see that back from the side.
2.5 on the bar for Brian Van of Belgium.
But a depth call from this side referee. A little bit hard to tell from the angle we've got there. Approaching the end of the first flight. This is Brian Magbeta, Belgium. 272.5.
Brian Magbeta of Belgium.
Stanley O'Dan there coaching. He took the bronze medal at the World Classic in the super heavyweights. He will be going to the World Games next year. And that looked like a well-judged third attempt.
Green white lines, good lift, Magbeta. 282.5 on the bar for Emmanuel Olympios Mavroiotis of Great Britain. Only 2 attempts remain to change openers. Only 2 attempts. Gonna do it? Do it quick.
Here's Emmanuel Olympios Mavriotis, lifting for the UK, and he's looking for 282.5 to close out his squat session.
282.5 kilos. Emmanuel Olympios Mavroiotis, Great Britain.
Three white lights, and he's sitting in a third place. Again, this is just the first flight, so all these placings will change as we move into the second flight. Rick Elgershuizen now for 282.5.
Rick Elgershuizen, Netherlands.
Another well-judged third attempt there for Rick.
285 on the bar now. Denzel Dushbelter of the Netherlands. Pearson, Sulilo, get ready. No more changes to openers. Bar is loaded. 285 kilos.
Here's Denzel Giesberter, Netherlands, for 285. Sitting at the top of the table right now. Had to work for it.
2 to 1 in a good way.
Well, that's 2 to 1. So if we take a look at the replay from the side.
No. 295 on the bar for Josh Pearson.
That was the side he got the white light from though, so it's always a little bit difficult to see both sides at once. A lot of athletes do sit deeper on into one hip than the other.
Bar is loaded. 295.
Now here's Josh Pearson. His squats have looked great today. 15 kilos is a big jump to your third though, and this is a 295. And he looked like he had 300 in him today.
Light and a good lift
Great
across.
squatting from Josh.
Don't look so relieved, mate. You knew you had that. 300 on the bar now for Casper Sturilo of Poland. Lewis, Olivier, Awala, get ready. Last lift in round 3 for the first flight.
Absolutely undeniable depth there. And that's what you want, really. If you're going to just in, then you're leaving it in the referee's hands. You're going to put it beyond all reasonable doubt. Casper Cirillo now is the first man to break into 300 kilos, but he's looked strong today.
Divide.
Unfortunately, not quite there. Leaves him with the best of 290. And we move straight into the second flight of squats.
Lewis of Great Britain. Order of lifting will be Lewis, Olivier, Awala, Benusi, Cook, Ketchington, Imad, Ogon Uokan, and Sam Karanzi.
So the first lifter out will be Jonathan Lewis
400 kilos, by the way.
from the UK. Looking for 237.5 to open his account. And these numbers are going to rise quickly as we move through this session.
The bar is loaded. 237.5 kilos, Jonathan Lewis, Great Britain.
Best squatting competition so far is 252.5. Took second place at the British earlier this year. But that was super easy.
3 white lights and a good lift. 250 over about now for Célia Olivier of France. Awala, Benusi, get ready. Bar loaded.
Céline Olivier from France now for 250. The weight certainly presented no problem at all there.
55 on the bar. Joey Awala, Great Britain. Benusi and Cook, get ready.
Here's Joey Awala. He is the current junior European champion.
Bars loaded, 255 kilos. Joey Awala, Great Britain.
Opening today with 255. Has squatted as much as 267.5 in competition. That's what got him the European junior title back in October last year. Oh wow, that was fast.
That's a good lift for Joey. 3 white lights, 265 on the bar now for Manik Benusi of France. Cook and Kensington, get ready.
Now here's Malik Benusi Triole.
5 kilos, Malik Benusi of France.
Best known for his massive bench. He's in the 93 kilo class, opening with 265. I think he has the World Junior bench press record at 221. Silver medalist in World Juniors last year. Not as a tidy squat, certainly not as quick as Joey Awala's.
265 remains on the bar. For Sam Cook, Great Britain, Penchington, Imad, get ready. Bars loaded, 265 kilos, Sam Cook, Great Britain.
Next out, and already on the platform, it's Sam Cook. Haven't seen him lift too often, if I'm honest. List PB is 295. And that was 265, looking like no trouble at all.
3 white lights and a good lift for Sam. 270 on the bar for Tom Penchington, Great Britain. Imad, Ogum, Organ and Sam Taranti to get ready. Bar loaded.
Here's Tom Kensington.
Tom Kensington.
He's looking
Great
for
Britain.
270 to start his day. He was the bronze medalist at the British Juniors back in March. Squatted 292.5 that day, so this should move well. Depth for sure.
That's what your first attempt should look like. Good lift, 3 white lights. Next weight on the bar, 275. Hamid Imad of Belgium. A good for Walker and Sam Taranti to get ready.
Another Belgian lifter out next. It's Hamid Imad for 275.
Bar loaded, 275 kilos. Hamid Imad of Belgium.
Had to put a little bit of effort in through the mid part of the lift, but it was never in any doubt.
Timmy Ogunfowokan of Great Britain. Sam Taranti, Lewis, get ready.
Here's Timmy Ogunfowokan
Bar is loaded, 287.5
from the
kilos. Timmy
UK.
Ogunfowokan of Great Britain.
He's only today with 287.5. He squatted 302.5 at the British Juniors. Relatively new lifter, only done a couple of competitions so far. But he's putting some big numbers up. Lifting in the 120s today. That was a great squat.
3 white lights and a good lift for Timmy. Great opener. And we are now loading the bar. We're now loading the bar to 4.
Yeah, with no notes on that at all. That was a superb squat.
Taylor Sankarati of Georgia. Recently became
Now here we go. It's Tamer Samkaradze, Georgia. He's the junior world champion. He's the European Open champion. He took the silver medal at the World Classic about 2 weeks ago, where he swept the board of junior world records. He took the squat world record, junior squat world record, from Jesus Olivares. He took the junior bench press world record from Jesus Olivares. He extended his own junior deadlift record and his junior total record. Now, he told me yesterday he's looking for 1,100 kilos at this competition. Opening with 400 kilos. This is the weight he opened with at his last two competitions.
And it's even less often you see a 400 kilo opener move like that. 3 white lights and a good lift.
A little bit of a frown on his face as he left the platform. Maybe that didn't move quite as well as he'd hoped. Not sure how quickly you'd like 400 kilos to move. So that's where we are at the minute. Now, we know that GL points, you can't really break the formula down to squat, bench and deadlift, but it's a kind of useful lie to give you an indication of where we are in the competition. And no surprises, Tamer Samkaradze is way out in front.
250 kilos, Jonathan Lewis, Great Britain.
Second round of squats now, and it's Jonathan Lewis for 250. Great depth. Looks like he's got a bit more in the tank as well for his third. Just looking up there, I can see that Tamer Samkaradze's put 420 in for his second lift. His junior world record is 430. And he's going to have to take a punt at all these world records if he's looking for an 1,100 total today.
Bars loaded, 267.5 kilos.
Célian Olivier, France for 267.5. Sitting at 7th place right now in this 20 lifter field. 267.5 on the bar. Slowed him down somewhat.
Next one in the bar is 275 kilos for Joey Awala, Great Britain. Banusi, coach, get ready. Bars loaded, 275 kilos, Joey Awala.
Here's Joey Awala, Great Britain, now for. I think his opener was the fastest I've seen a squat move today. So I am not concerned about another 20 kilos going on the bar. He's in the 93 kilo class today. Maybe not quite as speedy as his opener, but it certainly didn't move slowly. Puts Joey up to 6, partway through the second round.
Bars loaded, 277.5 kilos of Banusi of France.
Here's Malik Banusi Triole, France for 277.5. Opener was very strong. World record in the junior world record in the 93s is Anatoly Novopismeni with 331. I was surprised to realize how recently Novopismeni was a junior.
white lights. 285 on the bar for Sam Cook. And
3 white lights, and that's a good lift for Triole.
Bars loaded. 285 kilos for Sam Cook of Great Britain.
Sam Cook is out next. He has added 20 kilos to his opener. This is 285. No dramas there.
3 white lights and a good lift for Sam Cook. 287.5 on the bar for Tom Kensington, also Great Britain. Iman Ogunforkan and Sam Karansi soon get ready. Bars loaded. 287.5 kilos, Tom Kensington.
Tom
Great
Kensington
Britain.
next for 287.5. He's lifting today in the 105s. Of course, the weight class is only important in terms of records, if anyone's looking to set a national or international record. Competition will be scored entirely on GL points.
Good lift for Kensington.
3 whites, another good lift for Sam.
Iman of Belgium. Ogunforkan and Sam Karansi get ready. Last 3 lifts in round 2. Flight 2.
Great positioning there from Sam. And this is Hamik Imad, Belgium, for 292.5.
292.5 kilos for Hamik Imad of Belgium.
That is another great squat. Now here's a Timmy Ogunforwakan, UK, for 307.5. Now his opener looked phenomenal. Gone up 20 kilos from there. So this is already a 5 kilo PB, platform PB. And it looks like he's got even more.
3 white lights and a good lift for Timmy. 420 on the bar. Temo Samkaradze of Georgia. Opened at 400, has gone up a mere 20 kilos.
That puts Timmy up to 3rd place. Giesberta from the first flight is still holding on in 2nd, but it's a long way to go in the competition before we have to worry too much about that. So here is the man of the moment. It's Temo Samkaradze, Georgia, for 420 kilos.
420 kilos for Temo Samkaradze of Georgia.
Now he's only successfully squatted this once before, but that was only a couple of weeks ago in Lithuania at the Classic Worlds, where he went 400, 420, 430. Now I think that's tougher than he was expecting, so he may not be able to Yeah, you saw that gesture there. I don't think he's going to try and overextend himself and take the record today. If it's not there, it's not there.
Really great to see so many people here watching powerlifting as well. Hopefully for some of you it's the first time and won't.
So after the second round, that's where we are with Tamer Sam Karadzi out in front, ahead of Denzel Giesberta and Timmy Ogunfowakan.
If you want to witness any world records, that is.
Now, if my lip reading was any use, I think Tamer was only going to put 2.5 kilos on it rather than another 12 for the world record. The 420 was tough, but I haven't seen that number going on the board yet. Meanwhile, here's Jonathan Lewis for 260. Oh, excuse me, my lip reading is well off because he has put the world record in. 431 just went on the board for Sam Karadzi. But here's Jonathan Lewis for his final squat, 260 on the bar. Looked like a well-judged third attempt.
Olivier of France, Medusi Awala, get ready. Bars loaded, 275 kilos, Olivier, France.
Célian Olivier, France for 275 now. He's sitting in 4th place right now. Unfortunately, he buckled on the way down there. That's a real shame. You see, he got part way down, and yeah, he lost it there, really. He was never going to stand up with that. Leaves him with the best squat of 267.5. Now here's Malik Banusi Triole for his final squat, 285 on the bar. Made short work of his opener and his second. Neither were fast, but certainly looked very strong, never in any doubt. But that looked to be right on the limit.
Premier, 3 white lights and a good lift. 287.5 on the bar for Joey Awala, Great Britain.
That moves Malik up to 3rd place at the moment.
Bars loaded, 287.5 kilos, Joey Awala, Great Britain.
Now here's Joey Awala. He has been moving these squats super fast. Open with 255, jumped up to 275. This is 287.5. If successful, this will have put 20 kilos on his best squat today. Look at that, he had more.
3 white lights and a good lift for Awala.
His PB was 267.5 only half an hour ago. And now I think he'll be pushing into the 290s at his next event. And here's Tom Kenchington lifting for the UK, and he's looking for 295. Both Kenchington and Cook are in the 105 kilo class. Unfortunately, not today.
Still lift the top, but at least he's safe and he's happy with that. As happy as he can be. 297.5 of the bar for Sam Cook, Great Britain. Iman on good for walkout, get ready.
Here is Sam Cook looking for 297.5 to finish his squats.
Sam Cook, Great Britain. Give it up for Sam, boys and girls. He wants your support.
It's a tough one, but he's got some fight in him.
There we go. Let's see those lights.
Rewarded with 3 white lights and a good lift at 297.5.
305 on the bar now. Amit Iman of Belgium.
3 squats remain for today.
Get ready.
And here's Hamid Imad, Belgium, looking to break into the 300s. So looking for a bit of support from the crowd. 305 on the bar. Is Imad breaking through the 300 kilo barrier, and he moves up to second place with 2 lifts remaining. So here's Timmy Ogunfawakan for 320.
Bars loaded, 320 kilos. Timmy Ogunfawakan of Great Britain.
320 kilos. This will extend his PB by 17.5. Wow, these juniors really do improve quickly. That is phenomenal squatting from Timmy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been a little bit quiet, we've been a little bit subdued, we've just been a normal powerlifting audience up until now. But for right now, we are loading the bar to 431 kilos for a junior world record in squats for Temo Samkaradze of Georgia.
So here we go, it's our first world record of the day. It's Tamer Samkaradze looking to extend his own junior world record by 1 kilogram.
I don't care if it's raining. This
I misinterpreted his gestures completely as he left the platform. I thought he was saying, just give me 2.5. But he wasn't. He was saying, lay me down a junior world record. 431 kilos going on the bar.
The tension is killing me. The bar is loaded! For Temo Samkaradze, come on, people!
He squatted 430 only a couple of weeks ago in Lithuania. But it's not going today.
I'm sorry, not today for Temo.
Great catch there from the spotters and loaders.
That's why it's a world record, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got a 10-minute break.
Came up well, but just hit the limit and it would not go.
In 10 minutes.
got him back into the rack safely, which is the important thing. And Sam Karadzi still leads with 43.49 points. Timmy Ogonfuwakan is behind him with 38.87, and it's really tightly packed behind that with Imad Awala and Gisberta. Yes, we know the GL points wasn't meant to be used in this way. We're just trying to give you an indication of the rankings. So we're going to take a 10-minute break now and join us back here for bench. Welcome back to the powerlifting arena at the heart of the Euro Muscle Show. We have the men's classic powerlifting, the junior men's classic powerlifting here right now. And here's a little recap of what happened on the squat. We had Temo Samkaradze of 420. Unfortunately missed a world record attempt at 431. The GL points is a breakdown for squat. It's just an indicator really to say where we are in the competition. And Ogun Fawakan from Great Britain is in second place and Imad in third. We're already underway on bench press, and here's Louis Peretti. He is our lightest athlete today in the 59 kilo class. Hit a 195 squat, just missed 200. Opening his bench with 110.
That is a good lift. 3 white lights for Louis Peretti.
3 white lights.
Next weight on the bar is 130 kilos for Kevin Bataille of France. Nates Russ, and Gisberta to get ready.
And it's Kevin Bataille, France, for 130 next.
Bars loaded, 130 kilos, Kevin Bataille, France.
Kevin is lifting in the 74 kilo class today, but we are scoring on GL points, so weight classes only matter for records. Opening his bench here with 130 kilos. Now he's not getting the start command, and this is one of the problems of taking a lot of time to set up, because if the referees aren't happy with your start position, I've just heard that we couldn't see that from our angle, but he didn't get the start command because his heels weren't down. His heels were not flat on the floor. You have to have your feet flat on the floor and your butt, shoulders and head in contact with the bench. Feet can move laterally, but they cannot lift. And this is a problem when you take a long time to set up. Yes, 60 seconds is a long time to get into position, but if the referees aren't happy with your start position, you're suddenly under a lot of pressure. Nates Russ, Slovenia, lifting as a very light 93 kilo lifter, opening his bench with 140. Three white lights, nice easy opener. Next out, it's Denzel Gisberta, Netherlands, for 157.5. He's in the 93s today.
white lights. Good lift. Good
3 white
lift.
lights, he's on the board.
Delta, 160 on the bar now. Then Emmanuel, Olympios, Mavriotis, Great Britain. Magmeta, Elgas Friesen, get ready.
Here's Emmanuel Olympias Mavriotis, Great Britain, for 160.
That's 3 white lights and a good lift. A good
3 white
lift.
lights again.
165 on the bar now for Brian Magmeta of Belgium. Elgas Friesen.
Just discussing with his coach what he would like his next attempt to be. Always important to have that athlete-coach conversation.
Bars loaded, 165 kilos, Magmeta, Belgium.
Here's Brian Magbeta, Belgium, for 165.
Three white lights and a good lift for Magmeta, 165.
Another great opening lift there.
Friesen from the Netherlands. Shurilo, Machetti, get ready.
Quite a low touch point.
Bar is loaded, 165 kilos. For Elgas Friesen, Netherlands.
Rick Elhuizen, Netherlands, for 165. Another strong opener.
And that is, I don't see the lights. That's a good lift. Next weight on the bar, 167.5 kilos. Kasper Shurilo of Poland. Bar is loaded, 167.5 kilos. Shurilo, Poland.
Next out, it's Kasper Cirillo, Poland, for 167.5. Had a great squat session, looked really strong with 290, just missed out on that landmark 300 kilo squat. Quite a short stroke on his bench.
That is 3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift.
3 white lights.
Of Poland, 167.5 on the bar now. Javier Machetti of Spain. Zabo Pearson, get ready. Last 3 lifts in round 1. Bar is loaded. 167.5 kilos.
Here's Javier Marias Machetti, 167.5. Declined assistance to lift off the bar. strong opening bench.
I can see 3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift for Javier. 167.5.
3 white lights for Javier.
Belgium. Pearson, Peretti, get ready. Bars loaded. 167.5 kilos. Jabot, Belgium.
Here's Tom Zabo, Belgium, for 167.5. Now, this isn't the best angle to see elbow depth from, but the referees must have been happy with it. Did get a yellow card infraction, so if we see that back from the... no, it was a good lift. It was a mistake. Josh Pearson out next. He had a great squat session, looked really strong, finished up with 295, opening his bench with 180. Usually a 120 kilo lifter. He's just popped into the supers today, 121.53. Made short work of that.
3 white lights and a good lift for Josh at 180. 115 on the bar for Louis Peretti as we go into round 2. Patay, Rus, get ready.
So we move into the second round of squats in the first flight, and it's Louis Peretti, France. Taking a 5 kilo jump up to 115.
Bar loaded, 115 kilos, Louis Peretti of France. Three white lights, good lift for Peretti.
Another good lift for Peretti.
France, Rus is get ready.
Kevin Bataille, France now for 132.5. He missed 130. He didn't actually get an opportunity to take the lift because he took so long setting up that when the referees weren't happy with his start position because his heels were up, he just didn't get the opportunity to take the lift. So hopefully he's learned from that and he will set up really quickly this time, keep his heels flat.
Bar is loaded at 132.5 kilos for Kevin Bataille, France.
Certainly moving with intent now.
2 to 1, a good lift.
He got a
2 to
yellow
1, a good
card
lift
from
with
the
one down
centre
to
seat.
round 3.
Now I wasn't sure whether he jumped the command or not, which we won't be able to pick up from the replay because we don't hear the ref's commands.
Rus, Slovenia. He spelled that. Olympios Mavridiotis, get ready.
But 2 to 1 is good enough.
Bars loaded, 147.5 kilos. Nate Rus of Slovenia.
Nate's Rus now for 147.5. Another nice easy lift there, gives him a little bit of room to move up for his third.
162.5 on the bar for Denzel. He's spelled that of Netherlands. Olympios Mavridiotis and Kirilo, get ready.
And here's Denzel Gisberta.
Bars loaded, 162.5
Real
kilos.
contender
He's
for
spelled
a
that
podium place today, and the podium places are worth having. First place gets €3,000, second place gets €2,000, and the bronze medalist takes €1,000 home. It's 162.5, 5 kilo increase from his opener. And that's really slowed him down now. I wouldn't expect him to put too much more on for his third.
167.5 on the bar now. Emmanuel Olympios Mavridiotis of Great Britain. Shulilo, Machete, get ready.
Emmanuel Olympios Mavridiotis now for 167.5.
167.5 kilos. For Olympios Mavridiotis, Great Britain.
His opener was great. This is 7.5 kilos more.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
That's a really nice second attempt.
172.5 now for Kasper Shulilo of Poland. Machete, Zabo, get ready.
Next out, it's Kasper Cyrillo, Poland for 172.5.
Bars loaded. 172.5 kilos for Shulilo, Poland.
Moving well.
3 white lights and a good lift. 172.5 on the bar now for Javier Machete of Spain. Zabo, Macmeta, get ready. Bars loaded. 172.5 kilos for Machete of Spain.
Here's Javier Marias Machetti for 172.5. Taking quite a conservative 5 kilo jump. I think this was the same on his squat as well. Took quite small jumps. It depends how you train and how you like to approach your maximum weight. Obviously the big boys take bigger jumps than the smaller weight classes. But that looked good.
3 white lights and a good lift. Good lift for Sheffield, 172.5 and a half for Tom Zabo of Belgium. Bakbita, Elgas Fusion, Pearson, get ready. Bars loaded, 172.5 kilos for Zabo of Belgium.
Tom Zabo is already on his way to the platform for 172.5. Now that's a tough looking second attempt.
3 white lights and a good lift for Tom. Great job from the Belgian supporters backstage and front. 175 on the bar for Brian McBaker now. Elgas Husen.
I'd say he's right on the edge of strength there. Is Brian McBaker, Belgium, for 175. Take the 10 kilo jump. He's in the 105 kilo class. No, not really sure what happened there. Seemed a bit odd, just went off balance.
Wasn't going to have enough time, so that is...
Yeah, just that's really unusual. It just seemed to lose control of the bar.
Bar is loaded.
Here's Rick Elherhuizen, Netherlands, for 175. Bar isn't quite ready yet.
Bars loaded, 175 kilos. For Elherhuizen, the Netherlands. Rick to his mates. Good lane, 3 white lights. The Elherhuizen of Netherlands. Last lift.
That was a good lift.
Round is 190 kilos for Josh Pearson, Great Britain. Vanessa Bataille, get ready.
Last lifter out in the second round is Josh Pearson. He's having a great day so far. See what he can make of 190.
Bar loaded. 190 kilos, Josh Pearson, Great Britain. So a good lift for Josh Pearson.
That's another one on the board for Josh.
Into round 3 now, 120 on the bar for Luke Panetti.
And we move straight through to the third round of bench.
Change openers, 8 attempts to change openers for the second flight.
Louis Peretti waiting in the wings for his opportunity to come out for his final bench for 120.
Bar loaded, 120 kilos, Panetti, France.
It's a tough one, but he can grind.
Now that is what
That was a
looks like.
perfectly
Like
judged
for the good
third
lift.
attempt.
Très bien, monsieur, très bien. 140 on the bar for Kevin Bataille of France. Bruce is
Didn't
back
give up,
ready.
didn't move his position at all, just kept pushing.
Change openers, 7 attempts.
Great final bench there for Peretti. Now here's Kevin Bataille. He's our youngest lifter here today.
Bar is loaded. 140 kilos, Kevin Bataille of France.
He's looking for 140 to finish off his bench. Unfortunately, not today.
That's a shame.
Leaves him with 132.5.
152.5 the bar now for Nate Rus of Slovenia. Kisperta, Olympios Mavliotis, get ready.
Nate Russ now for 152.5.
Bars loaded, 152.5 kilos, Rus, Slovenia.
Having a good day so far. Can he make this 6 for 6? I think he can.
3 white lights, good lift for Rus. 167.5 the bar now for Denzel Kisperta of the Deadlift. Olympios Mavliotis and Taketa, get ready.
Here's Denzel Gisberta, Netherlands, for 167.5.
Bars loaded. 167.5 kilos, Kisperta, Netherlands.
He is leading the pack in the first flight. Well, he stuck with it, did the bar dip.
2 to 1.
Well, the centre referee thought it did, so if we watch the replay back. Oh, it's a tough call. I'm not absolutely sure. It kind of stalled and then went laterally a little bit. I think the jury are happy with it. So that was a good lift. And here's the third bench for Emmanuel Olympias Mavriotis. He's looking for 172.5. And that is 6 for 6 for Emmanuel.
Chabot, Shanilo, get ready. 3 attempts remain to change openers. 3 attempts open. Bars loaded. 175.
Brian Magbeta now from Belgium. He had he just seemed to lose control of the bar at the top on his second attempt. He's retaking the same weight now, 175. And it's gone again. That's really strange. Ah, he's hurt his pec.
Well called. That just went west, unfortunately, under him. And our loaders have got it back in the rack. Let's have a round of applause for our spotters.
He was nearly at the top.
That was not
And yeah, I think he might have hurt his pec there. That's a real shame.
To the top Chabot of Belgium. Shanilo, get ready. 2 attempts only to change openers. 2 attempts only.
The next lifter out will be Tom Zabo. And as predicted, he's only put 2.5 kilos on that. His second was tough. 2.5 is the smallest increase you can take. He did a great job there.
Great good lift for Chabot. Great determination there. He was not giving up. 177.5 about now for Casper Shanilo. Machete.
Got that exactly right and managed to squeeze out another 2.5 kilos.
177.5 kilos.
Here's a Casper Cirillo, Poland for 177.5.
3 white lights and a good lift. It's really low. 180 on the bar now for Javier Machete.
3 white lights for Cirillo.
And Pearson to get ready.
As we approach the end of the first flight of bench.
No more changes. Bar is loaded.
Here's Javier Machete for 180.
No more changes to openers for the second flight. No more changes.
And that was so close, but he hit a wall and he could not get it moving again. Leaves him with the best bench at 172.5.
182.5 on the bar now for Rick Elsheshausen, Netherlands.
Fought it to an absolute standstill.
Cook, Lewis, get ready as we move it around into the second flight. Immediately the conclusion of this. After Pearson.
Here's Rick Elgehusen for his final bench, 182.5.
182.5 kilos. For Elsheshausen, Netherlands. Three white lights,
a good lift.
Next weight on the bar. 195 kilos for Josh Pearson, Great Britain. After this we go into the second flight with Olivier Cook, Lewis and Ogun Walker.
Only one lift remains in the first flight, and it's a Josh Pearson looking for 195.
Bars loaded. 195 kilos, Josh Pearson, Great Britain.
That's another solid lift for Josh Pearson.
So waiting for one coat, 3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift for Josh. We're into first round of the second flight now. This is Shellyan Olivier. Will be followed by Sam Cook, Jonathan Lewis, Timmy Ogunforka, Joey Owala, Tom Kenchington, Hamid Imam, Malik Benusi and Temos Sankarachi.
We go straight into the second flight, and it's Shellyan Olivier, France. 160 on the bar.
Bars loaded. 160 kilos for Olivier of France.
And that's a nice opening attempt for Olivier.
And a good lift, a good lift. 160 on the bar now for Sam Cook, Great Britain. Lewis, Ogunforka, get ready. Bars loaded. 160 kilos, Sam Cook, Great Britain.
Sam Cook is next out. He's opening with 160 kilos. Nice and easy for Sam.
3 white lights, good lift for Sam. 160 on the bar for Jonathan Lewis, Great Britain. Ogun Walker and Owala, get ready. Bars loaded.
We have Jonathan Lewis out next.
Great Britain.
He's a big deadlifter and a real contender for a podium place. Opening his bench here with 160 kilos. Easy.
3 white lights and a good lift.
Rewarded with 3 white lights.
170 on the bar now for Timmy Ogun Walker of Great Britain. Owala, Pentington, get ready.
We have Timmy Ogunforwakan next, competing for the UK, and he's looking for 170 to open his bench.
Owala, Pentington, prepare.
Got himself a huge PB on squat with 320. Lifting in the 120s today, he's more typically a 105. Oh wow, that was super fast.
3 white lights, good lift, Ogun Walker. Joey Owala next round for 175. Also from Great Britain, Pentington and Imad, get ready.
Another podium contender out next is Joey Owala.
Bars loaded.
175 for his
Joey
opening
Owala,
bench.
Great Britain.
Got all 3 of his squats in. Finished up with a massive 287.5. He's in the 93 kilo class today. Made short work of that. Oh, a blue and a yellow.
He's been given a blue and a yellow card.
So I think it's worth the coach just having a walk to the jury to find out what that was for.
No lift, unfortunately, for Joey on this.
It looks like lockout. Blue card can be for downward movement of the bar or soft lockout. And it looks like he's just going to have to emphasize that final part of the lockout and just demonstrate that he has actually locked his arms. And that's going to put a crimp in Joey's plans. But I'm sure he'll come back strong because the bar moved very easily indeed. Here's Tom Kenchington in the 105 kilo class, looking for 182.5 to get going with bench. Nice and easy.
Next weight on the bar is 185 kilos. Hamid Imad of Belgium. Manusi, Sam Karadzi, get ready. Last 3 lifts in this first round. Second flight.
Here's Hamid Imad, Belgium, for 185.
Bars loaded. 185 kilos. Imad of Belgium. lights.
3 white lights. He's on the board for bench.
207.5 on the bar now. For Malik Denusi, will be followed by Sam Karadzi and Olivier as we go to round 2 after Sam Karadzi.
Next out, we have Malik Benoussi Triole, France, for 207.5. Now, he is the junior world record holder in bench in this weight class with 221. So let's see how this goes, and we may see a world record attempt. And it moved very well indeed. We're interested to see what he puts in next.
240 on the bar. 240. It can only be Tamer Sam Karadzi of Georgia.
One opening bench remains, and it's a big one.
To round 2.
It's Tamer Sam Karadzi for 240. Now, he has the junior world record in bench at 255. So he's opening within reach of that. But let's see how this goes before we sign him up for another world record.
The bar is loaded. 240 kilos for Tamer Sam Karadzi of Georgia.
Hit that 255 in Druzhkaninkhe just a couple of weeks ago, taking the record from Jesus Olivares. Set it all the way back in 21 in Halmstad. And that moved quickly. A sort of giggle ran around the crowd, it went so fast.
Game on 167.5 on the bar now. Chelia, Olivier of France. Cook, Lewis and Ogun Walkham to get ready. Beginning round 2.
Keep an eye on where Tamer is going for his next lift. But that's where we are right now, with a notional subtotal GL points there, just to show you where we're up to. And Benoussi Triole is leading from Sam Karadzi, ahead of Marias Machetti.
Bar is loaded. 167.5 kilos. Chelia,
Excuse me, I don't think that actually was the subtotal. I think that was just bench points. Yeah, I think that was just bench. So here's a Célian Olivier, France, for 167.5. That was a decent second attempt.
3 white lights. 2 lift Olivier. 167.5 remains on the bar.
Now I just glanced up at the scoreboard and I could see that Tamer Sam Karadzi has put the world record in for his second attempt. Didn't want to tire himself out, stepping towards it in a slower way, so he's going straight for 256 on his second.
Sam Cook of Great Britain.
Here's Sam Cook for 167.5. A little bit scrappy there, right arm lagging a little bit.
Good lift.
Successful nonetheless.
170 on the bar now for Jonathan Lewis, Great Britain. Ogun Walkham and Awala, get ready. Bar is loaded. 170 kilos. Jonathan Lewis.
Here's
Great
Jonathan
Britain.
Lewis for his second attempt. This is 170. He's gone up 10 kilos from his opener. He is in contention for the podium, but he's going to have to keep hitting. A big deadlift will bring him up to top 5, certainly.
good lift.
3 white lights, and he steps a little bit further towards that big total.
Timmy Ogunfowokun of Great Britain. Awala, Kensington, get ready.
Here is Timmy Ogunfowokun,
Bars loaded.
Team GB, looking for 177.5 for his second attempt.
Great Britain. I'm sorry, that is
Yeah,
no
I
lift.
thought so. It was, he kind of went twice. He dipped at the top
7.5 kilos to Joey Awala, Great Britain.
and went back up.
Didn't
Yeah,
get 175, he's gone up to 177.
that's a shame to miss a lift for that.
And the bar is loaded with Joey Awala, Great Britain, 177.5.
Now here's Joey Awala, who was judged to have a soft lockout on his opener. So he's really going to have to just emphasise his lockout and he just gives it a little pop at the top. It just might convince the referees a bit more. But once you've been called on a lift, you're aware of it and you can make that much better. He's actually gone up 2.5 from his opener. This is 177.5. Three white lights, he's on the board, he's back in the game.
175 anyway, mate. 190 on the bar for Tom Kensington now. Great
It's
Britain.
moved him up to third place.
Get ready. Bars loaded, 190 kilos, Tom Kensington.
And here's
Great
Tom
Britain.
Kensington for 190 kilos. This is a big bench. Reminded that all these lifters are juniors or sub-juniors. Everyone here was born in 2001 or later. That was a tough looking second.
Still waiting for one vote, there it is. 3 white lights, good lift.
It's on the board, but he might not have too much left to give.
Hanich Imad of Belgium, Benusi, Sam Karadzi, get ready.
Hamik Imad, Belgium,
192.5
taking a 7.5 kilo increase. This is 192.5. Had to put a bit of work in to get through the sticking point there, but get through it he did.
217.5, a 10 kilo jump. It'll be followed by Sam Karadzi, and then we go into round 3 with Olivier Cook, Lewis, Ogunfowokun, Awala, Kensington, Imad, etc.
Next out, it is Malik Banusi Trile. He's looking for 217.5, so he is getting quite close to his own world record here. If this moves well, I would expect to take him for him to take a swing at it on his third. And it did move well. So I would expect to see 221.5 go in for his third attempt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are loading the bar to 256 kilos. If you don't know IPF powerlifting, it is not a multiple of 2.5. It is a world record attempt. This can only be for the young man from Georgia, Temo Samkaradze. This will be a world junior bench press record attempt. Let's get the
So we have a world record attempt coming up. It's Temo Samkaradze.
Let's tear the roof off because the bar.
It's his own world record. He took it from Jesus Olivares only a couple of weeks ago in Lithuania. 256 kilos on the bar.
In Amsterdam.
And it looks like he's got it. With one attempt remaining, that is a new junior world record for Temo Samkaradze.
Samkaradze of Georgia. Hang on, it's only round 2. What's he going to do next? We'll find out in under a minute, because that's how long he's got to put his attempt in. In the meantime, we're into round 2.
And quite a sticky point halfway up there. Now these are the results for bench press only. And I think that's the GL point formula for full power. So this is just a guide really. And Triole leading from Samkaradze from Machete.
Bar is loaded. 172.5 kilos.
So this is the third and final round of bench press. And we have Célion Olivier from France for 172.5. Absolutely spot on for a third attempt.
Good lift for Olivier. 172.5 on the bar now. The Sam Cook of Great Britain. Lewis,
That puts him at 5 for 6. He's sitting in 5th place at the moment.
Bar is loaded. 172.5 kilos. Sam Cook, Great Britain.
Here's Sam Cook for the same weight, 172.5. Nice third attempt.
So a good lift for Sam Cook of Great Britain. 177.5 on the bar for Jonathan Lewis, also of Great Britain. Morgan Walker, Awala, get ready. Last 7 benches of the day. We then have a 10-minute break and we are back here for deadlifts, where it all gets sorted out. The bar is loaded at 177.5 kilos.
Now here's Jonathan Lewis,
Great Britain.
looking for 177.5. If he can hit this, he stays in contention for a podium place. Especially with Joey Awala having missed his opener, which set him back somewhat. Could really open the door for Jonathan here. No, it's a bit of a shaky descent. I thought he'd lost it, but he pressed it successfully.
Left side referee, I think.
Referees are keeping us in suspense.
Still don't see it. No. Okay, can we revert to thumbs, please? That is 1, 2, 2 up, 1 down. 2 to 1, a good lift.
2 to 1, a good lift. He was called on soft lockout by one of the side referees, but 2 to 1 is good enough.
5 on the bar for Timmy Hogan for Walker. Got 170, didn't get 177.5. Decided he much prefer 185 anyway. And why would
Timmy Ogunfowakan is out next. Now he missed 177.5. If I'm honest, I don't remember what the failure was, but undeterred, he has gone to 185. And it looked like a good lift to me, and the referees agree. Always a risky move going up when you miss one, but it paid off for him today, and he's sitting in 4th place.
Bar is loaded, 185 kilos. Joey Awala, Great Britain.
Now here's Joey. He has his teammate Jonathan Lewis snapping at his heels, so he's really going to want to get this bench on the board. Prize money at stake here, 3,000 euros for first, 2,000 for second, 1,000 for third. Worth having. And as long as the lockout was good, and it was, he is on the board. 185 kilos for Joey Awala, solidifying that 3rd place position.
Bars loaded, 192.5 kilos. Tom Kenchington, Great Britain.
Now here's Tom Kenchington. His second looked tough at 190, so no surprise he's only gone up 2.5. As we approach the end of the bench press for today, I can see we've got 2 world records lined up at the end. That looked like a nice 3rd for Tom Kenchington.
3 white lights and a good lift for Tom. Good job, sir. 197.5 of the bar for Hamich Imad of Belgium. Banusi and Sam Karadzi to follow.
See Sam Karadzi just in my field of vision there, chatting and laughing happily as though he's not lined up for a huge world record attempt in just 2 minutes. But first we have Hamik Imad, Belgium, for 197.5. Sitting in 4th right now, but there's not much in it. To a halt. It's a little bit of a crimp in his campaign to get onto the podium. So 2 lifts remain, and they are both world record attempts. It's Malik Banusi Triole for 225.5. This is his own world record. He is in the 93 kilo class. He set this at 221 in Budapest last year at the European bench. And he's looking to put 4.5 kilos on it here today. And I think he's got it.
Let's see those lights. Chapeau, monsieur. That is a new world record.
New junior world record at 225.5 for Malik Banusi Triole.
Remember that he set the junior record at 256. He's now going to kick it right up the road to 262.5 is successful.
1 bench press remains. It can only be 1 man. It's Tamer Samkaradze of Georgia.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen, at this junior competition. The
He already broke the world record with 256. This is 262.5.
Ever gone. Come on, Timo.
256 was some work. Oh, it was so close. Couldn't quite get it to the top though. He's going to have to settle for only breaking the world record once today.
He's at the juniors in about 2 months. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the bench press session. We've got a 10-minute break now.
Relies on that speed from the bottom, and it just didn't quite make it to the top.
Powerliftingshop.com and ESN, but make sure you're back here for the deadlift.
So those are the bench press results. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to go through them. If we have the subtotals. There we go. So Sam Karadzi is leading the way ahead of Banusi Triole. He's made up a lot of ground with that huge bench. And Joey Awala is only just ahead of Hamik, Imad and Ogun Fawoken. We have deadlifts coming up. We're going to take a 10-minute break now and see us back here for deadlifts. Welcome back to the Euro Muscle Show. The bar has hit the floor and the party is about to start. So this is where we're up to at the moment. There are partial gel points just to give an indication of who's in the lead, and it's Tamer Samkaradze on 70 with Malik Banusi Triole on 66.88. Joey Awala is in third place currently on 61.94, but Hamik Imad is right behind. And there's a few closely packed lifters then with Ogun Kawakan and Olivier. And Louis Peretti is already on the platform, 59 kilo lifter looking to open his deadlift with 215. Just a reminder, this is just the first flight. So we'll wait until the second flight to really take a look at the rankings. That was a great looking opener. Nate Russ, Slovenia, looking to open with 225.
Bar is loaded. 225 kilos.
Current best is 242.5.
Of Slovenia.
Another great looking opener.
That's a good lift. 3 white lights. Kevin Bataille next up for 235 kilos. Bataille of France. Jabot, Cirillo, get ready.
And here's Kevin Bataille, France, for 235.
235 kilos, Kevin Bataille of France.
Three white lights, and another lifter on the board.
Bataille. Tom Jabot, Belgium next up for 240 kilos. Cirillo, Machete, get ready.
And now we have Tom Zabo, Belgium, for 240. Missed his opening squat, but he's hit everything since then. A couple of years left in the juniors.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights. 252.5 in about now for Kasper Cirillo of Poland. Machete, Elkeshausen, get ready.
And here's Kasper Cirillo, Poland, for his opening deadlift. It's 252.5.
The bar is loaded at 252.5 kilos. Cirillo of Poland.
Great opening lift.
Next up at 255 kilos, lifted from Spain, Hausen, and Olympios Mavliotis, get ready. Are loaded, 255 kilos, Javier Machetti.
Javier Machetti for 255. Looks to be having a great day out today. Always great to see lifters enjoying their competition. Sometimes it can be a bit stressful, we forget to enjoy it. And here's Rick Elhausen, Netherlands for 265.
White lights, good lift, good lift.
3 white lights, good lift.
We are now loading the bar to 270 for Emmanuel Olympias.
Competition really starts to speed up once you hit deadlift.
Pearson, back meter, get ready. Bar loaded, 270 kilos. Olympias Mavliotis.
Here's Emmanuel Olympias
Great Britain.
Mavriotis. He is lifting for the UK and he's looking for 270 kilos to open his deadlift. That's a great start.
3 white lights and a good lift. Olympias Mavliotis. Next weight on the bar is around 300 kilos. Although it's a round, I mean it's a round 300 kilos. Linguistic difficulties. Denzel Gisberta of the Netherlands.
We are getting into the 300s now. This is Denzel Gisberta, Netherlands. The next, excuse me, we have a bunch of 300 kilo openers lined up, but some of them are in the second flight. So here's Denzel for 300. Good lift for Denzel.
Get ready. Last 2 lifts in round 1.
And it's Josh Pearson now for 305. That might be the quickest grab of a hook grip I've ever seen.
305 remains on the bar. Ryan McBaker of Belgium. Coletti, Bus, get ready as we move into round 2 after this lift.
That's a great example of dip, grip and rip.
305 kilos, McBaker of Belgium.
And it's Brian McBater, Belgium. Thought he might have hurt his pec on bench press, so hopefully this goes well for him. 305 on the bar.
a good lift. Three
Didn't
white
seem
lights,
to
and
give
then
him
we're
any
back
trouble there.
to round one. Round two, first weight on the bar, 225 kilos. Everyone's got one in, so this is now all about building up those GL points as high as they possibly can go. Bars loaded, 225 kilos, Luis Benetti, France.
Back to the top in the second round, and here's Louis Peretti, France, for 225.
Three white lights for Peretti, 214.5 on the bar now.
Good lift for Peretti.
Slovenia, Bataille, Zabot, get ready.
Here's Nate Rus, Slovenia, for 242.5.
Bar is loaded, 242.5 kilos for Nate Rus of Slovenia.
Clock is ticking, but he just wanted to listen to the last bit of his tune before he came out. 242.5 on the bar. That didn't look too different to his opener. He can comfortably add a few kilos to that for his third.
The bar is loaded at 245 kilos for Bataille of France.
Kevin Bataille, France, for 245. 10 kilo jump from his opener.
White lights, good lift, Bataille, 255 on the bar from Tom Zabot of Belgium. Machetti, Chirilo, get ready. Bar loaded, 255 kilos.
Tom Zabot is out next, and he's looking for 255, a 15 kilo jump from his opening lift. Getting towards his top end now, I think.
Three white lights, good lift, Zabot, 265 on the bar from Javier Machetti of Spain. Chirilo, Hausen, get ready. Bars loaded, 265 kilos.
Javier Machetti
Machetti of Spain.
looking for a 10 kilo jump up to 265. A little bit scrappy at the top, but three white lights nonetheless.
270
I
on
think
the
he's
bar.
our happiest lifter today.
Of Poland, Olympios Pavliotis, get ready. Bars loaded, 270 kilos, Shalilo, Poland.
Here's Kasper Cirillo, Poland, for 270. 17.5 kilos up from his opening lift. That's quite a big jump. He's in the 105 kilo class today. Oh, that's a tough one. Typically sumo is tough to break from the floor, but that looked tough all the way up. Have to wonder how much more he's got. Here's Rick Elherhusen for 280. 15 kilo jump from his opening lift. That looked pretty comfortable for a second. He has got one blue. Now in this context, I think that's going to be for supporting. So let's take a look at the replay. Didn't see it myself.
Last four lifts in round 2 for flight 1. Just about halfway through flight 1. Bar is loaded. 285 kilos.
Here's Emmanuel Olympios Mavriotis. Team GB. He is looking for 285 for his second, but the bar wasn't quite as loaded as we thought. The clock should have been reset there, really. There we go.
Yeah, bar's loaded.
Well, it's a good lift. I think he's starting to hit his top end now, though. I'm not expect to see much more than 5 go on for his final lift.
Is loaded for Denzel Gijsberta of the Netherlands.
Second attempt at 310 now for Denzel Gijsberta, Netherlands. Only 10 kilos up from his opener. Not quite. He looked at his hand accusingly, so maybe his grip was going. It's really hard to produce force when your grip is letting you down. So you pay attention to his right hand. Yeah, you see the fingers are extending there. And he couldn't keep pulling because his grip was letting him down. Now if he can just come back on his last one and squeeze the bar even tighter and pull it quicker. It's one strategy when your grip lets you down. Pull it as fast as you can and get the down command before your grip fails. Here's Brian Magbeta, Belgium, for 320. Look comfortable, should have a bit of room to move up for his third. And we have one lift remaining in the second round. It's Josh Pearson. Josh has put in a great day's work at this competition, looking for 330 for his second deadlift. Absolutely knocking it out of the park today. So we are through to the third round of deadlift in the first flight. I can see that Ghostberta is not coming out for his final lift. Of course, in your third deadlift, you get 2 changes, so if he changes his mind, he can elect to come out, but right now he's scratched.
One of them is slippery, the other one is not. Combining the two is not a good idea. Bar loaded, 240 kilos, Louis Peretti of France, that's why we clean the bar.
Here's Louis Peretti, taking another 15 kilo jump. This is 240 kilos. Three white lights, he finished strong. He nearly took his coach out as he left the platform.
255 on the bar for Kevin Bataille. Also of France, Rus Chabot, get ready.
And next we have Kevin Bataille, France, for 255.
Bars loaded, 255 kilos, Kevin Bataille, France.
Held on to it for an extra beat just to make sure of it. Bang on for a third attempt, left nothing behind there. Here's Nate Russ. Can he make it a 9 for 9 kind of day? He's taken a 12.5 kilo jump up to his third. That's a big jump in, to your third attempt in this weight class. He's not far out of the 83s. No, his grip let him down. What a shame. Just slid out of his hand. You know, it was a moral victory. He was strong enough. He stood up with it. But yeah, he just slid out of his right hand there. Real shame, but I think he's had a great day on the platform.
Bar loaded, 265 kilos, Tom Chabot, Belgium.
Tom Zabot now for 265. Just a bit too heavy, unfortunately.
It's a little too heavy. I think he's okay, just disappointed. 272.5 on the bar now for Kasper Cirillo of Poland. Machete, Elcheshausen, get ready. 3 attempts only to change openers. 3 attempts only.
Kasper Cirillo now for 272.5. Now we did say his second was close to the limit, and he has indeed only added 2.5. Not quite, but you know, he didn't leave anything behind. He got 270, missed 272.5, so he hit everything he was capable of on the day.
On the bar for the young man from Spain. Elcheshausen, Olympias Mavliotis to follow.
Javier Machete missed his third squat, missed his third bench. Can he turn the tide on deadlift and hit this 275 to finish off his day?
Offloaded, 275 kilos, Javier Machete of Spain.
Oh, unfortunately not. He doesn't look too upset though.
Sorry, just too heavy, I'm afraid. No lift there, 290 on the bar for Rick Elcheshausen. Can Rick get a good lift in with some nice, loud Dutch support? I reckon he can. I know you guys are from Belgium, but come on, your neighbours. Let's get behind this young man when he comes out of this.
It's Rick Elcheshausen next, Netherlands for 290.
The bar is loaded, 290 kilos for Rick Elcheshausen.
Huge crowd here today. We've got a bigger crowd than Ronnie Coleman, which isn't bad going. $290 kilos for Elcheshausen. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite lock it out.
I'm sorry, it was slipping.
Oh, it's a shame when it gets that far and they can't quite finish it off.
300 on the bar for Emmanuel Olympios Mavliotis of Great Britain. Matt Baker, Pearson to get ready. Only 2 guys have got a deadlift in the second round so far. Let's see if we can turn that tide.
Emmanuel Olympios Mavliotis for his final lift. It's 300 kilos. Can he hit that landmark number?
No more changes to openers, no more changes.
It's close, and I think he's got it.
Well, let's see the lights there. White, it's a good lift, For Olympios Mavliotis. Well done, sir. 342.5 on the bar for Brian Magbeta of Belgium. Pearson, Benusi, Olivier, get ready.
2 deadlifts remain before we move into the second flight. And this is 3:42.5 for Brian McBater, Belgium.
Bars loaded.
Had a bit of a rough day on bench. He's making up for it on deadlift.
This is a big jump for Brian.
That's a valiant effort, but he couldn't quite look it out.
Give him a minute.
Gone a bit grey, lack of oxygen.
That is what happens when an irresistible force meets an immovable object. Unfortunately, the result is no lift. Last lift in this third round for the first flight.
You just run out of oxygen a little bit and go grey when you've given it all you can. But he's fine. He's walked himself off the platform. And we just have Josh Pearson now before we move to the second flight.
Looking focused. The bar is loaded. 345 kilos.
Here he comes, 345 on the bar. And I think he's got it. That is 9 for 9 and a massive PB for Josh Pearson. As he carries his coach off into the wings. I think that's the hardest lift I saw him do today.
First weight on the bar is 265 kilos for Malik Benussi of France.
And we are straight into the second flight. It's Malik Benussi Triole, France for 265.
265 kilos, Benussi.
Broke his own bench press junior world record with 225.5. Opening his deadlift with a 265. And that solidifies his world record. You have to have a total to claim the record in any lift.
267.5. Chelia Olivier of France. Open for Walker and Imad. Get ready. Bars loaded. 265 kilos. Olivier, France.
Céline Olivier, France now for 267.5. We'll take a look at the standings once we're through the first round of deadlifts. Nice and easy.
Good lift. 3 white lights for Olivier. Timmy Ogunfowokan of Great Britain up next on 300 kilos. Got brave TC here. He's holding back some great.
A little bit untidy at the top, but there's no points for style in powerlifting. Here's Timmy Ogunfowokan, Great Britain for 300 kilos. It's a massive opener. In fact, the next 5 lifters are all taking 300. Oh, that was super easy.
Good lift for Timmy. 3 white lights. 300 remains on the bar. Had it to him out of Belgium. Kensington, Cook, get ready. Bars loaded. 300 kilos for Imad of Belgium.
Hamik Imad, Belgium now for 300. 3 white lights and a nice opening lift.
300 remains on the bar, a very popular number this afternoon for Tom Kensington of Great Britain. Cook, Awala, Lewis, Samkaradze, get ready. Bar is loaded at 300 kilos for Tom Kensington, Great Britain.
And here is the latest lifter to take 300 kilos for their opener. It's Tom Kensington, Team GB. Nice and snappy.
3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift. 300 remains on the bar. Next contender is Sam Cook of Great Britain. Will be followed by Awala. Awala also of Great Britain. Also at the same weight. And then for the last 2 boys, we're going up a bit. Quite a lot in one particular case. The bar is loaded. 300 kilos.
Here is Sam Cook, also for 300 kilos. Also looking very comfortable.
3 white lights and a good lift for Sam Cook. 300 remains on the bar for Joey Awala of Great Britain. Lewis and Samkaradze to get ready.
There's Joey Awala in the wings, just waiting for the bar to be loaded up. This is a fairly standard opener for Joey. And that's probably the fastest that anyone has moved that weight so far.
Joey Awala. 330 on the bar for Jonathan Lewis, Great Britain. Samkaradze, Banusi, get ready.
We have another Brit coming out next. It's Jonathan Lewis, and he's looking for 330 kilos to take the challenge to Joey Awala. And that was also very easy. We're going to see some big weights moved in this session.
370 kilos. Why not just open your account at 370, A full 40 kilos ahead.
He's got work to do to catch Joey, though. He's about 3.2 GL points behind at this point. Oh, excuse me. He's only 0.6 ahead. I was looking at Joey Awala's second lift. Well, that is interesting. But here is the man himself, holder of all the junior world records in the super heavyweights, Tamer Samkaradze. He's looking a bit slower than usual today. You know, maybe that comes from having maxed out 2 weeks ago at the World Championships. But nevertheless, that was 370 kilos.
That, by the way, confirmed his previously set records. You have to hit all the lifts in a 3-lift competition in order to break the record. So that confirms that, which is nice.
So those are the deadlift standings. Don't really mean much in a GL points competition.
The bar is loaded.
So here we are. Tamer Samkaradze is well out in the lead on 108. Malik Banusi Triole on 101.6, and then it's a tight race with Awala and Lewis just behind. And here is Malik Banusi Triole for 285 for his second attempt. Bit of a difficult break from the floor, which is unusual with conventional. Usually conventional flies off the floor and you struggle to lock it out.
Is 285 kilos for Chelia Olivier of France. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. We have had to bring out some more red plates because we haven't got enough. That's how much weight we're moving today. The bar is loaded at 285 kilos for Chelia Olivier of France.
Here's Celion Olivier, 285. Gone up 17.5 from his opening lift. Sitting in 7th right now. That was a tough lockout.
3 white lights and a good lift on Olivier. 317.5 on the bar. Mohamed Iman of Belgium. Ogden for Walker, Kensington, get ready.
Next out, it's Hamik Imad, Belgium. Looking to add 17.5 kilos to his second attempt.
Bar is loaded. 317.5 kilos. Hamik Imad of Belgium.
Looked decent, moves him up to 2nd place right now with quite a few lifters still to respond.
Get ready.
And one of those lifters who is about to respond is Timmy Ogunfawakan.
Fair play to him, they've worked hard. Bar is loaded at 320 kilos.
Taking a 20 kilo jump up to 320. His opener was super easy. And his second didn't slow down too much either.
3 white lights. Good lift for Ogden for Walker. Tom Kensington next up, also for 320 kilos. Cook and Dawala to follow at the same weight. Bar loaded. 320 kilos. Tom Kensington, Great Britain.
320 now for Tom Kensington. Looking pretty comfortable though. Moved him up to 9th place. And weight remains on the bar for Sam Cook.
Bars loaded. 320 kilos to Sam Cook, Great Britain.
That was a great second attempt for Sam.
320 remains on the bar for Joey Awala, also Great Britain. Lewis and Sam Karadzi will follow. Bars loaded, 320 kilos, Joey Awala, Great Britain.
Now here's Joey Awala. He really needs to make this move well because he's becoming under increased pressure from Olivier and from Jonathan Lewis, who I can see, I just caught my breath there because I can see he's put a world record attempt in for his second. But this is Joey Awala for 320. I wasn't sure if he was just going to lose his balance there, but he kept hold of it. No. So a blue and 2 reds. Reds are for soft lockout. Yeah, knees weren't locked. It was a bit of a weird one because it looked like it was ramping and then he locked it out quickly, but not convincingly enough. So he is under real pressure now for that last podium place, especially as here's Jonathan Lewis looking to take a deadlift world record from Krzysztof Wierzbicki, which not many people can say that. And this record has stood since 2013 in Suzdal, the very birth of classic powerlifting. This is massive. Open record is at 373.5, so that's a way away. But this is a junior world record attempt to take that record from Krzysztof Wierzbicki. Looked like he didn't quite, he's limping a little bit, hopefully he's not hurt himself too much, but it looked like he didn't really get the power down and ended up pulling backwards. Going over, yeah, knees locked a bit early. I hope he's not hurt that leg and he's going to come back and have another attempt at that. Last pull in the second round, it's Tamer Samkaradze, and he's looking for 395. Now he has the deadlift world record in this class at 402.5. But he's not on his best form today. Not surprising really when he went all out in Lithuania 3 weeks ago. Might yet see a world record attempt from him though.
3 white lights and a good lift for Samkaradze. We are into the third and final round. So we've got at least 1 world record attempt in this round, possibly 2. However, right now we're going to load the bar for 300 kilos for Chelia Olivier of France. Benusi, Imad, get ready.
So that's where we are. Samkaradze unlikely to be caught. Benusi Trile actually is got a decent lead now, and Joey Awala is under pressure from Olivier, but Jonathan Lewis missing that deadlift means that that challenge has faded a little bit. So all to play for still in the third round. Things slow down a little bit in the third round of deadlifts. We cleaned the bar between every attempt just to give the lifters the best possible chance of keeping hold of the bar. If you pack too much chalk into the knurling, it just becomes a smooth bar again and you've got rid of the knurling. So we give the bar a good clean between each one. It looks like there's a bit of contamination on there as well. So let's hope that Samkaradze hasn't torn a callus or something similar.
Bar is loaded. 300 kilos, Chelia Olivier, France.
Third and final round. This is the Kingmaker round. This is where we're going to give out the titles, the medals, and the cash prizes. Celia Olivier, France. Just not quite managing 300 kilos, unfortunately. Got a little bit out of shape, knees locked very early. And once the knees are locked and you're bent over like that, there's no way you're getting those hips through. No, this is Malik Banusi Triole. He's a decent way in second place. Not going to catch Taimur, but he wants this 302.5 because Joey Awala's asked for 342.5 to come past him. And I think he's good. No, no lockout. So let's see that again.
Get ready. We have an attempt change. Whoa, hold everything.
Yeah, shoulder's not back. Moral victory, but not a technical one, unfortunately, so he is still vulnerable from Joey Awala and possibly even Jonathan Lewis. So, Hamik Imad is the next lifter out for 325. Sitting in 5th place right now. This isn't going to get him on the podium. He's got it to the top. 2-1, a good lift, and excuse me, this has got him onto the podium with quite a few lifters still to respond. Moved him ahead of Awala, who has now dropped his 3rd attempt in response to Banusi Triole missing. So Joey pulled to 320 very easily. The weight was no trouble at all. It was just technical execution. He needs to lock his knees, get his shoulders back, and really convince the referees. He's going to want that podium place back. No prize money for 4th place. Prize money stands at €3,000 for 1st place, €2,000 for 2nd place, €1,000 for 3rd place.
325 kilos,
He knows he's easily capable of this weight, just needs to execute it perfectly. Don't think you can argue with that lockout, and absolutely right, 3 white lights. So Joey Awala now moves into 2nd place. Can he be caught now? Jonathan Lewis has loaded up, or has requested 355.5 once again, but that's not going to get him past. So unless we have quite a wild attempt or something changes, I think we have our podium sitters. But here's Sam Cook looking for 330 to complete his day. Unfortunately, grip failed. It did seem that he was having trouble getting his shoulders back, so probably wouldn't have passed anyway. It was a little bit hunched. He wasn't far off, actually. That's a real shame.
5 years ago, these numbers would have been impressive for seniors, and we've got juniors tearing them up. The sport is getting better every year.
Tom Kenchington looking for 337.5.
Loaded, 337.5 kilos, Tom Kenchington, Great Britain.
muscle, move him up a few places.
Not today for Tom. 340 on the bar, 340 on the bar now. Continuing on for Walker, Great Britain, Lewis and Sam Karanti. Get ready.
Here's Timmy Ogunfowakan. 20 kilo jump up to his third attempt. Quite ambitious.
Bars loaded. 340 kilos for Ogunfowakan.
And that's a good lift. What a fantastic performance he's put in today.
Both of them are world record attempts. Now, Jonathan didn't get this last time, and that's because we were
2 lifts remain today, and they are both world record attempts.
Make as much noise as possible when he comes out for this one.
Jonathan Lewis is looking for 355.5, and then we have Tamer Samkaradze looking to take the open world record in deadlift from Jesus Olivares. That really would be something. I don't know if Jesus has ever had an open world record taken from him, but Tamer's been collecting the junior ones. First we have Jonathan Lewis to take a deadlift world record that has stood since the very dawn of classic lifting, 2013 in Suzdal. Missed this last time, but I don't think he hit it right. I don't think he hit it exactly how he wanted to. If he can just get this exactly right.
Seconds. 15.
Can he lock it? Can he hold it? I think he has.
Let's see those lights. The tension.
2-1. It is a new junior world record for Jonathan Lewis. 355.5 kilos to take Krzysztof Wierzbicki's long-standing, probably one of the longest-standing records in the IPF. Absolutely incredible. And we are not finished yet. This is Tamer Samkaradze. He wants to take Jesus Olivares' deadlift world record. We know it's not been at his strongest today, but can he pull this off? He missed 4:15 in Lithuania, but he's just looking to chip that record today. 410.5 kilos on the bar. And I think this is a junior total world record as well. I'll have to do faster sums though, because he's approaching the platform right now. Here we go, 410.5. That is an open world record for Tamer Samkaradze. What an absolute statement he has made here today. Absolutely phenomenal. That is the first open world record we've seen at this event. We may see some more tomorrow from Agata Shitko. So 1086.5. I'm pretty sure that's the total junior total world record as well. Oh, it isn't. It's 1 kilo off. I was mistaken. I do apologise. But he had the junior bench press world record, the open deadlift world record, and he's got first place. I think he'll settle for that. Joey Wala had a little bit of trials and tribulations along the way, but he pulled it out of the bag for second place ahead of Malik Banusi Triole, who also picked up that junior bench press world record. And let's not forget Jonathan Lewis there, only just behind him fourth, with a new junior deadlift world record. Absolutely phenomenal. We have the medal ceremony coming up next. I hope you'll stick around for that, and we have more fantastic powerlifting for you tomorrow. See you then.
So the participation medals are being presented by IPF President Mr. Gaston Farage. I think we can all agree this is an amazing afternoon's powerlifting, especially for the junior lifters, especially when you've got junior lifters breaking open deadlift records. That is nice. Supply issue. Those who don't get a medal today will pick one up at the end of the session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, because this competition was scored by Deadlift points, we are not going to announce individual medals for individual lifts, so we are going to go straight to announcing the overall podium. Taking the bronze medal, this is really close between second and third, taking the bronze medal with 104.22 Deadlift points. It is from France, Monsieur Benussi. Second overall with 104.54 Deadlift points. From Great Britain, it's Joey Awala. Which means that your winner today, and the man who takes home €3,000 in addition to that medal and a copy of the IPF 50th anniversary book, all the way from Georgia, it is Mr. Temur Sankarati. So the prize money with €3,000, €2,000 and €1,000. Not bad for an afternoon's work, ladies and gentlemen. And the book being presented by Gaston. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in being upstanding. Please be upstanding for the national anthem of Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior podium. Gentlemen, if you would please, once everyone's got their photos, thank you. If you would please rejoin your fellow competitors at the back of the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our junior men a huge round of applause as they follow our technical controller from the platform.